gonna find my ship, right?
Interesting. We'll talk. Here on board, where I have my crew to back me up. Be aware that if you try anything, we will not hesitate to fire on you. You may come aboard.
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
Hey now, that's close enough. Better think twice before starting trouble. What exactly do you want here? Yeah, and what do you have to say about it? We're getting paid to deliver it back to the trifle owner, and I don't think that's you.
I swear, it's like I said, that's Jade's ship. I was there when she bought it.
Hey, shut up and let the adults talk. Now, where were we before this interruption? That's possible. But even if what you say is true, it's not my problem. We've got to reclaim it for its owner. Sucks for your friend, but we got our orders. So, unless you've got something else to propose, we'll be taking this ship in. Our employer will handle the pilot. I can agree to that. We're only getting paid for the ship, not the pilot. You can untie him and get on out of here. Count yourself lucky we're so reasonable.
Thanks. I thought that was gonna be it for me. Man, Jane's going to be heartbroken about the ship, but at least I'm alive. Yeah, good call. I guess I'll just follow you back? Yeah.
You got guts coming here and doing what you did. I respect that, but don't push it.
Yeah, what is it?
Don't make me regret the deal we made.
We should go see a basketball game sometime. I really feel like it's starting here.
I heard you may have had something to do with that cute.
Glad you're back. Everything okay? So what happened? Who took it? Whoa, ecliptic? They're like hardcore mercenaries, right? Yikes. I guess I should consider myself lucky. Lesson learned. Next time, I'll buy from a reputable source. Anyway, I'm super glad you found my ship and saved Erick. It's more than I could have hoped. I'm glad I asked you instead of relying on Sistef. I never would have seen the berry mule again if I did that. You've done me a real solid here. There's really nothing I can do to fully repay you for what you did. Here's what I can afford to pay you. And on top of that, I'll see what I can do to lower the price of anything you want to buy from me. Thanks again. Can you believe some people just throw stuff away when it gets old or busted?
Next time, I'll be more careful when it comes to other ships approaching. Hey, you're back. Can I, talk to you about something? This might sound crazy, but I was hoping you might let me join your crew. The way you handled Ecliptic back there was really inspiring. I'd love to see how you work up close. Clearly, I still have a couple things to learn about handling myself in the space lanes. I got good marks in my piloting classes, so I think I make a pretty good co-pilot. I'm great at calculating grav jumps. That definitely won't slow you down. And I used to work at a spaceport, so I know a thing or two about organizing cargo holds. I bet I can find some extra room in yours if you let me take a look. Yeah, I know. I'm not expecting actual lessons or anything, don't worry. You're just the kind of pilot I really want to be someday. Getting the chance to travel with someone like you seems really amazing. Oh man, I can't thank you enough. I'll work hard, I promise. See you soon? I need to get some stuff together before we leave. Sidonia just doesn't feel the same anymore.
While Sidonia City Ordinance 5.82 concerning...
Sure, fire away. About as well as you'd expect. I still can't shake the feeling they're around every corner. Every time we run into a hostile ship, I'm sure it's them. The trip I was on when they kidnapped me was only my second time flying as a professional pilot. It was a pretty crappy way to start my dream job. Honestly, I was trying to impress Jane. I was recommended for the job as her cargo pilot, and I wanted to prove I was the right choice. Pretty stupid, right? If I'd known the ship was stolen, I never would have taken the job. Neither of us counted on the Ecliptic showing up. It was terrifying. I had no idea whether they were going to kill me or not. And I couldn't tell if my distress signal had worked either. I was sure I'd never see my family again. I kept thinking about my dad's getting a message about my death and that I'd never say goodbye to them. Ecliptic could tell they were getting to me too. I think they got a kick out of it. That made it so much worse. Yeah, me too. Looking over my shoulder all the time is pretty draining. Thanks for caring, Captain. I can do that. That's right. Ever since I was a kid. I grew up working the spaceport in Aquila, so I spent a lot of time around starships. I always thought flying one would be the most amazing feeling in the world. Pilots can go anywhere they want as long as they have the fuel to get there. Talk about freedom. Oh man, does it ever? I love space. I can't imagine a job I'd rather have long term. I think I still have a ways to go before I'm ready to fly solo again, though. It was amazing. I was 14 the first time I rode a starship, but I remember it perfectly. The feeling of leaving Aquila's atmosphere really stuck with me. It's been years, but I still get a little misty-eyed when I think about it. Yeah, I know. My experience with Ecliptic taught me that. Hopefully nothing like that happens again. I'm not sure I'd make it out a second time. Actually, I did my training in New Atlantis. I grew up hearing stories about it, and I wanted to see what it would be like to live there. Leaving Aquila was the right decision, but I still miss my family. I'd like to move back to the Cheyenne system someday, so we can stay in touch more easily. We learned basic piloting skills first, along with ship maintenance. Most people left after we covered simple combat maneuvers and grav drives. But not me. I took some classes on how to fly cargo ships, since that's what I always saw myself doing. I graduated top of my class from that program. I guess I should have stuck around for the advanced combat classes, too. Maybe Ecliptic would have left me alone if I was better with the ship's weapons. That's a tough question. I think the UC takes better care of its citizens in a lot of ways. Healthcare, government programs, things like that. But you can't do much in the UC without feeling like someone's breathing down your neck about it. Especially in New Atlantis. Kinda creeps me out a little, to be honest. Yeah, worth it though. I've been dreaming of becoming a pilot since I was a kid. I don't regret leaving home to make it happen. Sure. There isn't that much to tell. It's just me and my dad's. I don't have any siblings or anything. Both of them work the spaceport in Aquila like I used to. They're great. They encouraged me to pursue piloting even when I told them it would mean leaving home. I'd love to surprise them someday by flying my own ship to the Aquila spaceport, taking them for a ride. Neither of them has ever left the planet. They've seen how badly it can go. They both have loads of stories about wrecked ships limping into the Aquila spaceport with injured people aboard. Or worse. I guess they just don't think space travel's worth losing their family over. Not exactly. I used to read Solomon Coe's Aquila Adventures and the Freestar Captain's Log when I was a kid. That's where I got the idea. The magazines made space travel look so cool and adventurous. I just knew I had to get out there and experience it for myself. No, I didn't. I'd love to talk to them about it, but I don't want them to worry. If they knew I had that kind of experience my first day as a professional pilot, I'm sure they'd beg me to come home. I think so too. But I definitely want more time in the cockpit before I take my family anywhere. It's one thing to risk your own life on space travel, but it's a whole different story once you bring your family into it. Thanks for making time for me, Captain.
Please keep prolonged shadow.
Careful near the railing.